More bombs. He did on purpose not kill a lot of enemies, so he gets the second pull with the bombs again. And just a heart piece on the ledge. Yeah, the sprites we are seeing are custom sprites. One is Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, and we got Luigi from Super Mario. And there he killed another enemy to get the next pull out of the tree. And the lamp. An early lamp. That's... sounds already pretty great, I would say. Can't wait to see Aga 1. Oh, nice double there from Xirtanul on the mini modems. Mini modem cave not paying really off, so it was a bust. In the Thieves' Hideout, we got the Bloomerang and more bombs. So they get a ton of bombs early on. So they're not opting to grab the money since he, yeah, I mean, he can already pay out Sora, so grabbing his lamp. And some heart pieces for Safford. Not really much items so far, so... Oh, green rupee, that's kinda rude. That was not a great deal, paying him 100 to get one. But he gets some money back. Hard piece from Sick Kid, so... I mean, it's pretty... not really good start for a seed. I mean, the only thing they got, like, now is Boomerang out of Kakariko. The race game holds the power gloves. Okay. We got our first progression item. Let's see where he goes next. No Unseen Dragon, we haven't had a map check yet. Okay, he goes right into the back of Escape. Or maybe up the mountains, but I assume, yeah, Escape is the more logical choice in this case. If he gets a key, he can do the sewers as well. Half magic, that's great. That's really great for the beginning. And he gets a key, so he can check the sewers. Which he will obviously do. That's a fast girl on the red. Has to rely on bomb struts since yeah, they only have the boomerang otherwise, and that's not really a weapon that can damage. And Xirtanul following in Safford's footsteps. And now he will do the dam and mini modem. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Since Xirtanul did that already. Xirtanul making his way through the sewers. While and grabbing his bucknet, while Safford is emptying the water here to grab another 300 rupees. So they're kind of loaded from money. Maybe the Zed points them towards Sora, since they got the power gloves. So that opens up Sora as well. Yeah, and Xirtanul grabbing now his green goo, I believe it was. So he's maybe not really happy about seeing that now, since he cleared all Kakariko already. Safford doesn't save in quit, so I assume he will go to Ice Rod Cave. Xirtanul is opting to do the front of Escape. No, so far the strat didn't pay off for him, since they got a shit ton of money. The money from there was not really needed. Okay, bomb struts working out with the boomerang. And Ice Rod Cave just has a hard piece. Suffered on his... Oh, map check. Okay, we got Blue, Pendant, and Desert Palace, and 4 and 7 Crystal at Easter and Tower of Hera. Okay, that was a frame perfect bomb throw. There's yeah, you can throw the bomb that it doesn't damage the enemy. So that's That's a really rare sight to see. And Xirtanul grabbing his shovel out of the chest, while Safat makes his way to the Hashla. Green Pendant is Thieves Town. Quake and the red boomerang. Okay, we got both boomerangs already. It can pay off, but it also... Oh, we got Hookshot and Zelda's Cell. That's a really nice find there. The trick is not really hard to learn. There are a couple of setups with the setup you saw Xirtanul doing, and there's also bomb setup if you have the power gloves at the graveyard. So there's a lot of stuff. So you can pick the most convenient one for you and just learn it. It's not really a bad play. And it just loses you 1 minute, so if you do it early. And if it pays off, then you don't have to farm extra money from other places. Exactly. It's a good comment. Grip it. Xirtanul getting the blue mail from the old man. While Savard grabs the big key out of Eastern Palace. Spectacle Rock has an hard container and an arrow upgrade inside. 100 rupees in Eastern Palace, so that's one item. Hope I didn't miss the first one. And we get the map out of the big chest. Xirtanul on his way or inside already Paradox Cave, so he gets the cape for it. Early cape. No sword yet. And no hammer yet, so we can still get Aga 1. Bee in a bottle, last item you can grab there. And Titan Mitts. Okay. Now we only need to find the Moon Pearl. Doing the front of escape paid off for him. Suffered looks like he's doing the same now with 9 bombs, so she should get it as well. If he finds in the slow cave his Moon Pearl, then that's the Mitts and the Moon Pearl were really placed convenient for him in the seed. So he could check right away Bunny Cave and Hookshot Cave. There's a sword, okay. You will still check the 2 chests in the Bunny Cave since he can open it as... No, he's a cat, I think. Yeah, Vivi is a cat. He's not a bunny in this case. But he still can open the first two chests here. Just has to go the long way around. The intended way around. Nice bomb throw from Stafford. Grabbing his shovel there. Yeah, we getting close to Aga 1. I mean, we have the Titan mids, but we're still missing the Moon Pearl. 20 rupees and 20 rupees, so that didn't pay off. Stafford grabbed his hookshot, and Xirtanul is probably going to Sora?
Now it looks like
Oh
Eastern
no,
Palace. Also, hi, I'm here now.
Hello!
Yes,
And welcome.
I wasn't planning to accommodate tonight, but you know what? I'll just be here and help you out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So, give me a little bit of a recap here, seeing I missed the first 20 minutes or so of this run.
Xirtanul did the same start as he did yesterday with the Houlihan route, and then opting to go the dam mini modem. And he did go early into the front of escape. There he found the hookshot and he already cleared the light world of the Death Mountain. And checked Super Bunny Cave since he doesn't have the Moon Pearl to check Hookshot Cave. And is now going to Eastern Palace. Zafra did Eastern Palace in the meantime, where Xirtanul was doing the front of escape.
Okay. Thanks for the recap there. And Magic Terra, no, this is Wolfling0370 here joining you tonight. Yeah, so looks like so these two are just basically checking their own spots, checking over each other's spots here at this point. And I noticed we have the means to fight Aga 1. So Pyramid could have the Moon Pearl. Let's hope not.
Does Chet really hope we don't fight Ara?
Yeah. What was under our Lumberjack Cave, by the way?
Lumberjack Cave was a hard piece.
Okay, so if it is if they have to fight Aghanim, it is because of Dark World Access and no other reason.
Indeed.
All right. Oh, actually, I see another reason. I don't. And no worries, Sir Laugh a lot. I know you were trying your best, dear man, but I'm willing to step up. So Zaphide's down, got the cape. But yeah, the other instance, like I was getting at, they don't have the means to reach Pod, other than fighting Aghanim at this point, because they don't have the flippers or the hammer. So even if they find the Moon Pearl, if Palace of Darkness has progression, they don't have a way to get to it just yet.
No, the only places they can visit then is T-Town and Skullwoods.
Yes.
But with the cape in their hands, so yeah. Maybe it's even worth to go Bumper Cave since the cape was early.
And Nick Fox is saying swords within the logic. Yes, he is actually, but I'm not sure if our runners will go check him. Probably is a last resort to over Aghanim because that's actually less time overall.
Xirtanul
Nice.
grabbing his bee in a bottle there.
Yes.
While Safford will soon find his sword. He won't be happy about it. He must be thinking, oh no, that looks totally like Aga1. Xirtanul is going to the shovel spot, and Safford, will he go there as well? Or, no, looks like he goes to the desert area.
Yeah, it makes complete sense here. He's trying to check Agna and to hopefully find progression there. He's trying to avoid Agna if he can help it. Although with that Moon Pearl right at the shovel spot, ladies and gentlemen, Aghanim is... We've cleared the forced Dark World check for Aghanim, but again, if they don't find the flute, or the flippers rather, or the hammer, then they could still have to fight Aghanim just to get to Palace of Darkness. So, yeah.
Don't wasting time after getting the Moon Pearl and goes right to Kakariko again.
Yes. So that shovel is coming into play here.
Oh yeah, he didn't check Sitka since he wasn't at the uncle.
Yeah, just a heart piece there.
Yeah, Safford did this already. He found the bottle with the uncle very soon, since he was doing the standard route. And we'll grab his Moon Pearl right now, or pretty soon.
Yeah, that seems like the best play here for both of these runners. Now the question is, where is our other two pendants? I'm not seeing a map check on Xirtanul's part. He's just going straight into the Skull Woods. He's not even checking.
Yeah, they always say Skywoods pays off, but there we go.
And we have a pendant Turtle Rock. Oh boy. And looks like Pendant Thieves Town was the other pendant dungeon.
Yeah, and I saw a red crystal at Port and Misery Maya, if I recall correctly.
Alright, so now we can discuss what items are going to be at Pedestal. And from the looks of this, it's actually quite possible that it could be pendant. It could be flute at Pedestal. And that's about it. Or the bow, and that's about it. The only other thing that could be a... Oh, no, actually, Skull Swamp is actually required. Flivers or the mirror could be at the pedestal.
Yeah, there we get the...
There's actually a little bit of pedestal hype here, folks. A little bit more than one would initially realize. And Xirtanul is using that boomerang to great effect, stunning these Givdos. They're gonna wake up in a little bit though. Dodging the hand. And
yeah, you can stun them with the boomerang, but you can't stun them with the hookshot. That's kinda stupid.
Alright, well, we have Vanilla Big Key, and the hand just leaves. But yeah, because of how Desert is set up, I doubt we're going to have a boots on pedestal situation. Now, there is sort of... And we can't have... And depending on... what is needed to get to Desert, it could be book or flute at pedestal, but it can't be both. By which I mean, flute cannot lead to book. Looking that way. If one is pedestal locked, then the other item cannot be a pedestal. Yeah.
So the early bumper... No. I wasn't even finishing my sentence and then we see it as a bust.
Yeah. And looks like Xirtanul is now checking the village of Outcast proper. So yeah, there's quite a few items here. Should be interesting. Although I just realized Xirtanul does not have any bombs, so he cannot check the shed in town just yet. Neither player has any bombs.
He has to hope for the bomb drop there at the brushes.
Yeah, although he could randomly luck into a bomb item here at the chess game, which he did. That is some luck right there. That one bomb is all he needs right now.
He's helping out.
No, he's going into the pendant thieves down, which, I mean, first 4 items are pretty free, so might as well check them.
Yeah, and with green pendant, it could be helpful. I mean, we saw it last race between the two, that the green pendant was useful.
Yeah, and now we officially see that. Trying to hookshot that pot there, but the anti-fairy or the bunny bean sprite underneath actually blocks you from grabbing it. Kind of a weird interaction with that specific location. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if Xirtanul grabbed the 4 chests here at the beginning and then just pieced out.
Zaphod had no bombs as well, but he decided to kill some enemies, so he has now 3 bombs.
Nice.
Both forgot to rebuy bombs, and they have like a ton of money.
And we are seeing that shed check before we go deeper in. And Zaphod did indeed get the bomb drop there. And it's only 20 rupees, so not even worth the cost of buying the game. For the chess game, rather. And Xirtanul is just stunning these Zazaks as they're known. I don't get it. I just call them Lizophos.
Hookshot is a really nice item to get around if you don't have the boots.
Yeah, it's a nice mobility tool on top of being a great way to stun or kill enemies. Like these things that I don't even remember their name. I heard it, but I don't remember its name.
I don't remember the name as well.
Yeah, the Zelda enemy names are kind of weird sometimes, and there's a few enemies that are unique to Link to the Past, so I don't have them memorized.
Just 10 arrows up there. I think we found 3 items so far.
Yeah, there was a heart container in the entrance. Yeah. Was the small key, or the entrance of the small key, a heart container, the compass, and that. So with that other item, that's 2 items. So there's still 2 more left. So if blind chest is the map, that means we do have to double dip this dungeon because the chest has the big chest has an item. So that's what I believe Xirtanul is hoping for.
Yeah, a lot of people shy away of doing Thieves Town without the hammer, since if the item could be there, when do you go back? When will you do it? It always wears in your mind.
I mean, with the early small key, I would have personally, in this situation, probably just gambled that the big chest had nothing and just used the small key to open the way into the back half of the dungeon. And then when I got to where Xirtanul is right now, just grabbed the small key here in case I needed to double dip. In other words, I just don't walk that long passageway. Save myself a little bit of time there. And pretty clean blind fight thus far.
Yeah, that looked nice.
And unfortunately, the big chest in Thieves Town has an item. With Blind having his Braille map. Alright, the enemy name was apparently Buzz. Which makes no sense.
Yeah, they don't make a buzz sound, what?
Yeah. If anything, because they have the rat AI, they make a squeaking sound if you have the fake Dark World setup going.
We have to find some progression pretty soon, I would say. Otherwise, they have still to do Aga.
They can do. They have a lot of locations to check, though. One of which is being what used to be Hype Cave, and there is the Master Sword at the digging game. Looks to be about maybe 18 digs. I didn't count. So that will help Xirtanul with his damage, and does give him the means to actually start or considering Ganon. Although, I don't think anyone likes to fight him with just the Master Sword and no silvers. Gotta have at least that Tempered Sword, man. That makes the fight all the more tolerable. In my opinion. Meanwhile, Zapod has slain Blind. Gets his green pendant. We'll see how quickly he turns that in. Now, here's the thing. The green pendant was important in their last race, having the flute. Do you think that'll influence either runner's decision to check it earlier rather than later?
I think that's the reason why they did go both in there immediately and kill the boss.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. Xirtanul having a little bit of bomb trouble because of the enemy there, and we're seeing what is known as Disappointment Cave, or Hype Cave as it's formerly known, as it used to be known as. 20 rupees thus far, piece of heart, 50 rupees, the single arrow, oh man, and 300 more rupees. And not so much hype. That is a Disappointment Cave. But they did find the one arrow they used to finish Ganon off, if they find the silver to tip them with. And Zero's once again out of bombs. I do not surmise he will make a trip to the shop at Kakariko. That is realistically a good idea on his part.
Yeah, since he is
actually,
second time.
Actually, now that I think about it, if he was a little bit better with his routing, and I'm not trying to mince it a bit, he could have just went one square north from Hype Cave, went to the bomb shop there, and just fully bought all the bomb and bought a full capacity bombs. And then
that's right.
And then did a saving quit there. And we have 10 rupees. Don't be fooled by that red. It's just the fake. It's just the blacksmiths being in forgers again. That was 10 rupees. I wasn't here if they checked Ice Cave actually, so
Ice was checked by Safford, but it was either hard piece or 20 rupees.
so it wasn't anything important. All right. So Xirtanul is in an interesting spot with his resources. Going back to get the lunchbox.
Yeah, he doesn't have a lot options left until he has to do Aga 1 to go to the eastern part of the Dark World.
Yeah. And this will also let him check Agnes Cave. We know it has nothing important, but it's good. You can check it while you're in the area. I mean, it'd be huge if this chest had something like the book, and then you can just go into desert and start looting that place as well. Nope, just 20 more rupees. And yeah, he is going to go check Agnes Cave. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
Zaphod is going to go turn in the green pendant. He is banking on it.
Yeah, he did. I think he was here already.
No, I just said he's turning in the green pendant.
No, I mean Safford was at Agnes Cave.
Yeah, he was already at the Agnes Cave, so... Oh, there's a little bit of a lag spike.
He had no bombs.
Just an arrow booster at
Oh,
Sir
half
Asala.
magic in the cape? No, they don't have the hammer to go in
Wait.
there. Never mind. I just want to say they could do Spike Cave, but no, they can't.
Nope, they don't have the hammer. Xirtanul, though, is going to go check Hookshot Cave. This is on logic and is a good call, I'd say. Zaphod, I think, is right behind him, going to check those locations as well. And I'd like to remind everyone here that even though they have this Darkworld access and have access to most of the map, they do not have access to Palace of Darkness at this time. They require the hammer or the flippers in order to reach it. Without using glitches, right, I should add. So, Aghanim could still be required just to get to Palace of Darkness. Xirtanul missing the block clip there. Meanwhile, Zaphod getting it and passing him as a result. You can see how much time that saves right there. ₹20 and 20 rupees. But Xirtanul, having already checked here with his early Titan's mitts, just passes Zaphod again. Do a little bit of a high five.
Yeah, the double high five and the Super Bunny Cave.
And Xirtanul is checking the medallion. We have a vanilla entrance requirement for Turtle Rock. It is Quake. Meanwhile, 20 rupees in Hookshot Cave, along with the mushroom, the Cane of Samaria, and a heart container. So, of those three items, the Cane of Samaria is the biggest one.
But it doesn't give them any kind of progression yet.
No, but it is required at some point. That is the main reason they want it. That is a required item for this run. Now, that mushroom could also come into play, but we'll see. Both runners are of... I think, actually, Xirtanul and Zaphod have the same idea here. I think they are going to set up fake flippers, and we are going to go see Hazora.
Xirtanul will probably check Ice Rod Cave before that.
Alright, makes sense.
Nope, he doesn't do it.
Yeah, he is not setting it up, and both runners getting... And I like the fact that Luigi has goggles while he's swimming. That's a nice touch. I did not notice that before. And it looks like they're actually taking different routes. Zaphod going to check the hobo first, and Xirtanul's going straight up the waterfall. Now, this is a sequence break, no matter which way they slice it. Heart piece and 20 rupees at Waterfall Cave, so not really anything important there. And the traffic cone returns. What is with that? So we unfortunately will miss the hobo item because of this. 5 rupees at the ledge. And Zora has the fire rod. Hello.
That is huge.
That is huge. Oh, and we see that Zaphod will be getting it soon. He is at the waterfall cave. And you know what the really sad part is, though?
What?
With that fire rod being in a place they could have gotten to before, they now have they have to go into Palace or Skull Woods again for no good reason, other than to kill the boss. They could have done it in one trip.
Yeah, but I think they went past it, or no, the moon pearl was at the digging spot. So, yeah, chaining it together with something is kind of hard then, and then you, yeah, avoid it. But since they don't have anything, or not much left, that was one of the few options, and still a good find, but sad they had to double dip Skywoods, as you said.
Yeah. Because again, with that fire rod was on sequence for a while now, actually. And now the runner just decided to travel up there. But going back through Skullwoods is not that bad. Now, ideally, they would have liked the mirror and the books to link up the pedestal check, but we're not getting that this time. And at least they're a little bit more equipped than they would have been. They wouldn't have not have had the Master Sword. And yeah, both runners are going to fight Mawfield at this point, which is a smart play, I think. Xirtanul even has an extra key, so he doesn't have to fight the Gibdo to get his key in that last room before the fall.
And the half magic from the back of the escape. Yeah, it's really convenient to have it here.
Oh yeah, no doubt. And there's that Gibdo I was talking about, and Xirtanul is saying goodbye. Oh wow, that hand was just coming down. Because of some weirdly wonky mechanics with the pits in version 1 of Link to the Past, if you get grabbed by the Wallmaster as you're still in the middle of the falling animation, it will still grab you. I've seen it happen before.
It happened to me at the Key Sanity daily race.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that Wallmaster.
I didn't see my character anymore, and yeah, but I did hear the falling sound still, but yeah, no visible sprite for me, so he could still grab me.
Yeah. Now I knew that was the thing because actually of all things, Ganon. He knocked me into his pit, but then the fire trail actually killed me. So I'm like, oh, you can take... So you still have a hurt box when you fall in a pit, it seems.
Yeah, it's really wonky.
Yeah. And you can see right there, Zaphod making sure that doesn't happen to him, baiting the Wall Master. And Xirtanul is going to go check the green pendant now. And I wouldn't be surprised if he goes checking in the mushroom as well. Just get that double fetch quest check.
Yeah, would totally make sense.
Because I think they're running out of locations they can check. This actually might be forced Aga due to Palace of Darkness access required. Ugh. Disgusting. This is what I like to call an instance 3 forced Aga. Hey. The only way they can avoid Aghanim right now is, well, completely they need the hammer. Flippers will at least give them access to pod. Because there is still the scenario in which the Big Bomb cannot be transported over to the pyramid without the hammer. Or the portal that Aghanim makes when you defeat him.
Yeah, we should find some progression right now.
And we find
no
heart piece. Oh boy.
I think they don't have anything left so far.
Yeah, I can't think of anything. It might be Aghanim, folks. And yet Xirtanul. Oh, Xirtanul hasn't checked Stride Cave. He's gonna do that real quick, I think. Wait, what?
Oh, he didn't do Agina since he ran out of bombs.
Oh.
Oh no.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm currently thinking what they didn't check yet, but I can't come.
The only place
anything.
I think they haven't checked yet is no, I can't think of anything. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, I think I'm going to call it here. We have a forced Aghanim. Xirtanul is denying it, and Zaphod gets coned.
Yeah, they're gonna do it again.
I don't know what's going on with that. I'm gonna have to ask our restreamer later. Or maybe he can explain in the chat, either or. Yeah, Xirtanul is defiantly checking the Ice Rod Cave in hopes that it is not Aghanim required. But yeah, they can't check Magic Bat. They can't check any of the book locations because they can't reach it. Can't get in the desert. Can't get to Pod. Can't get to Hera. Can't get to Mire. Can't get to Ice. Well, they could go to Ice, but it's a sequence break. So, yeah, by the logic, this is an Aghanim seat, folks. They don't have the hammer or the flippers to reach Palace of Darkness, and as a result, Aghanim is required. And Xirtanul knows it. He is going towards Hyrule Castle. And Zaphod is healing up. He is going to Hyrule Castle.
Yeah, 50 minutes in and they have to do Arca 1. That's always lovely.
Well, it's one of the... Well, this is what I like to call an instance 3 Aghanim. The only reason they are even dealing with it is because they cannot reach the east side of Dark World. Yeah, cutting down the barrier will now advance up the castle tower. This will take a few minutes here, folks. Strap in, because you're going to see some interesting skills here. These guards vulnerable to fire rod, making short work of them. So, for what little exploration they did in the Dark World before being forced up the tower, actually will make the tower climb that much faster for them, actually. And this is why you were expected at the lamp. This maze right here. Oh my goodness, this maze will wreck your face. There are some torches along the way, but good luck finding them in the dark.
Yeah, there are some images when you're on the internet where you can practice it. So they really help. I can only recommend that with you starting with Randomizer.
I mean, these are the dark rooms you don't want to do, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's actually really the part where everyone avoids most of the time.
Yeah, even some of the high skill runners, I would say, would agree that tower dark rooms suck. And putting that rank to good work.
Yeah, the few times the Bloomerang is really good.
Yeah, I mean the red one's just as good, but it has the issue of causing lag. But I still like the ranks. They have a nice utility. So guys, put your guesses in the chat to see how many blue balls we're gonna get this time. I'm gonna say we're gonna go very modest here. We're gonna say only 2.
Standard is 4, so I go with that.
I don't want this item to troll too much. There's one. And Zappa. Or no, not Zappa. Xirtanul getting zapped there. There's 2. And these guys are gonna get the same RNG for this fight. The first one he shoots after the lightning is always gonna be orange. And now for my guess to work, these all need to be orange shots. Nope, 3. And 4. Well, I'm out. Dustin is currently on par. There's another lightning bolt. So it needs to be an orange shot after this one for it to be 4. And it is indeed 4. 2 orange, 2 blue, then lightning. That was a very interesting pattern. And oddly consistent. But yeah, with that slay on Anaghanum, they now have access to the pyramid and the east side of Dark World. Immediately finding an arrow booster. Not taking that one though.
Yeah, that really doesn't help out at all. So, Xirtanul...
And no surprise, Xirtanul is going straight to the pyramid. Or not pyramid, the Palace of Darkness. So this seed has been kind of trolly. Meanwhile, Zaphod is gonna go check Catfish. That is very bold. I mean, it's on sequence here, but if Catfish has nothing, then he's gonna lose a little bit of time.
But if we find something interesting, I mean, it's a really out of the way location, and they checked everything behind it. if you want to chain it with mirror or something. So that's, I would say, a okay gamble in this case.
Yeah, makes sense to me.
Because lately Catfish did hold some really good items. The book.
And in this case, it's the Book of Medora. And we have a small key and the entrance of there, so we get to move on. Now that book gives them the means to clear Desert Palace and also check the pedestal. So the question is, will they become key locked here? Actually, I hope they don't become key locked. I hope they become bow locked here in the Palace of Darkness at this point.
Pretty linear so far, everything. They get really locked out very soon by certain stuff.
Yeah. The thing is, if they use their keys poorly here, they can soft lock, but I don't think either runner will do that. And we find another bottle with a bee in it. I mean, the safest way to avoid the key lock scenario is to leave the dark maze room for last. And in the case that you do accidentally soft lock, you can just hammer jump that. It'll be a little annoying, but at least you can recover from that and keep going. If you lock to, say, the statue room, which is south of the Four Turtles, there's no way to get out of that one. Except through out of bounds shenanigans. Which is 100% illegal in this race, so.
Yeah, that would be considered as a major glitch and they are banned. And we find the flippers.
And there's the flipper, so they were indeed flipper. And that means they had no way of swimming here unless they used fake flippers. And Bombos is here. Interesting. So now they have everything they would really want to go to Swamp Palace. Question is, do they listen to what the logic's saying?
You mean Ice Palace?
Yes, Ice Palace. My bad. Although with... No, wait, they still need the mirror. Never mind. I was about to say, with that, they could just have the classic hammer in the first chest troll. And we get the Fisher-Price shield. And given the fact that he's opened all the key doors he's found thus far, there is not a key lock scenario in play here. Although the big key is bow locked.
Yeah, by the looks of it is bow locked.
So thankfully the key logic did not allow for any sort of misuse of the keys, but it's still going to be fairly annoying.
People are pointing out that the sequence break to Ice Palace would have been great in this case. So I can only agree with that because the seed is kind of pointing towards it, giving them the flippers and bombers, which makes it easier to conserve your magic throughout the Ice Palace.
Yes, but I'm going to also counter that and say this could be a red herring because they also have the Book of Medora, which means Desert could actually have the way forward. However, just from getting the final boss alone, Ice is the more valuable play in the long run, but Ice could have nothing for progression as well. It looks like Xirtanul will be checking Ice Palace though first. He does not know where that book is. Also, on a side note, let's hope the silvers are not on the pedestal again.
So we will find out very soon if the sequence break to Ice Palace, theoretically, would have paid off.
Oh, not right away. We have
Oh.
a map to start us off. Now, there is no doubt in my mind that they are going to full clear ice. They have everything they need on terms of the logic. Oh, Zaphod is making a different gamble here. He's going to desert. And there's Tempered Sword on the desert ledge, so this will immediately pay off for him.
Yeah, Xirtanul realizes, okay, I want to clear it, why should I do the bomb jump?
Yeah.
Makes totally sense not to do it.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Plus, he has the Cadence of Mario, so he doesn't need to do the bomb jump skip. He can just summon the block there, and we're in Penguin Bowling. I can't score that one. He didn't try for a spin attack. Of course, you can't kill him with the using the. Oh, the hammer was in Desert Palace. Oh no! Wait, the hammer's in Desert Palace. Oh no! Xirtanul made a wrong choice. Wow, I completely missed that.
Well, he will be soon, I think, locked again by all the stuff, since he can't enter any dungeon. And overworld, yeah, he did everything with the for the flippers. So I think he will go very soon to Catfish and get his book to go as well to Desert.
Yeah. Unfortunate that Xirtanul didn't think to check Catfish right away. But Zaphod right now has a huge advantage. And is going into Ice Palace. And can completely clear it out. Whereas Xirtanul will unfortunately have the double dove and lose a bunch of time. This right here could cost him the race. And Zaphod is taking a death warp. He's hoping the hammer is in here. But unfortunately, we know it's not. The only other... And even if he finds something like the flute, which will help him with his overworld movement, that doesn't get him into Desert Palace because he needs the mirror. And speaking of which, was there another item found in Desert? Because we found the hammer, obviously, but I didn't quite see if there was another item. Ah, it's boots locked. Okay. So yeah, they need the boots to get whatever else is in there. So once again, an important item in that first chest in Desert Palace. In the first race, it was boots. In this race, this was the hammer. Wow.
I think my internet just went out shortly. I hope you can hear me again.
Yep, I hear you loud and clear. And Lyra making puns that are not very nice. Or nice, rather. And realizes it's a piece of heart, and he is frustratedly swinging his sword at the chest. Meanwhile, Sappho will be able to fully clear this dungeon. And Xirtanul realizes his mistake. He's going to catfish.
Yep, he goes right there.
But the simple fact that he wasted so much time in a dungeon he could not complete, that's gonna cost him a fair bit of time. And we see that the compass is one of the items he could not find. This item could be big here. It's a small key. Just a small key.
So right side was even not required in this case.
By
the logic, it was required since it gave them 2 small keys. But yeah, I think for the boss, killing the boss, you frustration slashes already.
He's like, give me an item.
Probably not what he hoped for.
Yeah, but once he realizes that that book has the hammer, he's gonna probably be thinking, I am behind, and start making more gambles. So this means that there's an item either in the chest that Zaphod is heading to right now, and I don't know if Xirtanul grabbed this chest before he left. Trying to do some skating.
Yeah, walking normally in this room is actually way better than slashing.
I've actually skated more. And there is the third item, I think. 20 rupees. Or is it the second item? Xirtanul is checking.
I think they found one before the spikes. And the other one was above the big chest. Or the big chest itself. Oh no, the big chest itself was bomb upgrade.
Yes. So yeah, it looks like the dungeon item is what he has. And more frustration slash from Xirtanul. Finding his hammer.
Waking up so early, he seems kinda grumpy, I would say.
Wouldn't you be?
In this moment, yes. I would be grumpy as well.
Well, now he's checking the ledge here and he realizes he's just gonna pick it up.
Yeah, he saw it when he did go up to the palace.
Now, I'm surprised that there wasn't a menu here for Zaphod. You can actually menu as you are setting up bombos, switch it off of it, and Get your fire rod prepped.
Nice and fast fight.
And Cold Stare had a key. And wait, he had a key. That means by the logic, they expected you to do the Samaria strat. I think.
Yeah, they found kind of Samaria pretty early.
Yeah, so they expected you to use Samaria there. And Xirtanul with the hammer is actually not going back into swamp, into desert just yet. He's going to Hera, trying to make progress where he can.
Yeah, I think he found 2 items in Ice Palace, so that play makes kind of sense to me.
Yeah, he's trying to make up for lost time here by getting more information and trying to check other places, get stuff done elsewhere. And just some bombs at Ether. Meanwhile, Zaphod is going this way. Oh, they can only go this way. That's right. I'm a little on the slow side. My apologies. 50 rupees. Not exactly what they wanted to see. And they're hoping for the big key right here. And they get it.
I'm curious if Xirtanul feels behind and will maybe do even a Turtle Rock gamble.
Oh, I don't think there's any question. I think he does feel behind because he dove into ice, had to go down again just to get to the big chest and found nothing. And then he went elsewhere and found the hammer, which will let him clear it all in one swoop. Yeah, he knows he's wasted a lot of time. And the compass and the small key right there. He takes a fall.
Yeah, it's actually the same as when you fall down from the top. So he doesn't waste a lot of time.
Yeah. Probably the safest route he could take. And he didn't open up all these pots here for healing, but I don't think he needs it at this point. And neither runner opting for it. Getting bounced out.
Mordom was out for blood.
Yeah, he was. I've actually seen Molder and Tomb fling someone to the left, and we have an item in the basement. Yeah, I've seen someone in Molder and Tomb jump down, Molder and Tomb saying nope, and bounced him off in a wide angle to the left, and falling down in that upper left corner of the pit area. It was weird. I should probably dig that clip up of later and put in the off topic, but we'll save that for later. Anyway, time to take a break, guys. Oh no! Never mind. Xirtanul has to fight his way to survive the tiles here. Now, little bit of a fun fact here. If you get like this, as we get yet another traffic cone on Xirtanul's on Zaphod's side, you can just hold out your sword and they will poke all the tiles except for the one that flies up in the upper right-hand corner of this design. That one you need to face upwards to poke it. And the item here in the basement of Hera is the blue cane.
That could tell them to go right into the spy cave.
Yeah, but they already had the cave, so they could have just used that as well. And
do we get to see Turtle Rock?
wait, what? This is new. That is something I'm talking about. But look at this. This is interesting. I want to point out here that Zappa did not lose any magic using that cave strat.
Oh, I didn't even notice it.
So that was fairly interesting. Oh, Sabotender's saying that he was pulling on the wall during that and thus was not wasting any magic. So interesting. Very interesting indeed. And the clip I'm talking about is from someone who was not taking part in the tournament races. It was someone doing just some solo practice. Again, I will put it in the Discord later, but that's neither here nor there. We're seeing Turtle Rock. Big key. And both people are, and people are pointing out they did skip Spike Cave. Spike Cave is actually something I wouldn't do anyway. That's a check after done. And it's Pen and T-Rock, so I'm just gonna call it right now. The bow is in here. Yep! Right there, folks. Always in Pendant T-Rock. And actually, nope. Oh, holding it back here. Almost called a fake go mode there. Turtle Rock always having that bow. Wow. And Xirtanul, no surprise, is heading for Palace of Darkness at this point to finish up. Now, we still do not know where Silvers are. We do not know where Mirror is, and as a result, with that early bow find, Zappa and Xirtanul leaving, he could have missed the Mirror deeper in the dungeon.
Yeah, since he feels behind, that's his gamble.
We'll see if Zappa makes the same gamble here. Not wanting to waste time. Finds the bow and a small key. And chooses to stay in Turtle Rock, so this could be big.
Yeah, it happens often that when you have to dip Turtle Rock, then you find anything or the second item on the laser bridge usually, or you find don't find anything anymore. So he could be wasting time, or this will his winning item.
Well, considering he's only found one item this far, I think. Yeah, he's only found one item this far, so this could be a waste of time. He can't check Mimic Cave at the same time, but I would say that's an acceptable risk. And the Igor is giving Xirtanul just a little bit of trouble. Gets on a second pass. And meanwhile, Zaphod is checking the big key chest here. What is inside? It's just the compass. And Xirtanul has set up for the quick kill. And gets it for just some bombs. So, while it is a crystal in his pocket from Eastern Palace, he does not find progression.
No, he has to hope for Port to be a progression.
I'm going to call here, this is a race for the mirror. It's going to be a race for the mirror, and then Flute in Swamp, and then we have Go Mode from there. That is my prediction of how this seed's going to play out. Never mind, the Flute's right here in... Oh, wait, the Flute's right here in Turtle Rock. That is another thing that Zaphod has an advantage. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a little early to call it, but I'm going to say it anyway. We might have a Game 3 in our hands.
Yeah, Xirtanul's gamble didn't pay off for him.
Yeah. And here's the thing. We still have Laser Bridge. If the mirror is at Laser Bridge, then we have Go Mode on Zaphod's end. He ideally would also like to find the silver arrows. So I might think he will check a chest or two along the way, but other than that, he is most likely in Go Mode. Grabbing some magic and some health here. Not a bad spot. Yeah, most of these items are going to be on the Laser Bridge. Because as you can see, they have just the map and a small key here. So 3 of these items are there. 50 rupees. The mirror! He's in Go Mode, folks! There's a small key, and he's going to check this last chest. Single ruby. You don't have to kill little Trinex this run. And he has Go Mode at 1 hour and 25 minutes. And with the mirror, he is going to check Mimic Cave. Oh, wait. I've spoken too soon. We may not have Go Mode just yet. And I say that purely because we do not know if the medallion for Meyer is Ether. If it is Ether, then we are still hunting for items. But I'm surprised that Zaphod's not checking that right now.
He has to activate his flute first, so he can check.
Ah, yes. And
but I will say he will go right there to check if he needs ether or not.
Yeah. I think the first thing he should do, though, is check the pedestal. Just put that out of his mind that he does not have to do it. Because if it is pedestal required, then he's got to do a little bit more work. But I think the play here will be check medallion. If it's ether, check pedestal. After checking the surrounding area.
Xirtanul just entered the fight with Hermoso.
And it is ether! Ether could be at pedestal. And it's not in the shed. He's gonna check Checkerboard Cave, but it is now a hunt for the Ether Medallion. The silver arrows have been found in Checkerboard Cave. And Super Bomb's not available. And Zafat is making the call. He is checking
Yeah, it's
Swamp
obvious.
Palace. Meanwhile, Xirtanul... Where are you going?
Oh, they didn't do Pack Cave.
Makes sense.
He's hoping that the flute or the mirror is there.
Unfortunately, we know those are both in Turtle Rock. He made a gamble that he shouldn't have made. $20 rubies at Bombos. And I have no doubt in my mind he is going to check the depths of Swamp Palace for his go mode. But again, folks, depending on where the Ether Medallion is, we could have a pedestal required seed, and thus all bosses. Fire Shield has been found by Xirtanul. Not really required, but nice to have.
Oh, is he going to... He goes back into T-Stone? Yeah.
Alright,
Okay.
This could be a huge play.
This could be his saving item. If Ether is here, I doubt...
He's going to write it off as nothing. But we know that if it's Ether, it's going to be a huge time gain.
Yeah.
Because we then have to ask the question, when will Zaphod check that location? Here we go, first chest in Swamp. It's the big key. And while we're in a little bit of a lull here for getting items, make sure to give these runners that follow. They deserve it. They are putting on one heck of a show. And we are only 90 minutes into this very interesting race. We are so close to the goal line. One hurdle remains. And the chest in Thieves Down was only 50 rupees. Blind secret stash of money.
That's a bust.
Yeah. I still can't help recall the one time that I commentated a race and every single item in Blind's chest that was collectible was 50 rupees. The boots have been found! What are those Zaphod has? 20 rupees there. He is checking the backside. Is he gonna block? He is going to the backside of the palace here.
Yeah,
And
it's the
this,
usual play you see.
well, it's
nowadays.
also it's a pretty safe bet as well, because we have not seen the map or compass, and those two items could be on the left side and just be red herrings. Meanwhile, Xirtanul is checking that spike cave. Let's see if it pays out.
That would be also huge. This would be easier. No.
It's just a heart container. And I see a compass there, and I missed the other item.
Yeah, you were speaking of map and compass, and we got it right there.
Wow. So left side has 2 items. Just 5 rubies there. And here we go with the Argus fight. Should be pretty easy with that tempered sword. Gonna carve right through, and Xirtanul is still climbing the mountain. It looks like he might be finally heading back into Turtle Rock.
Getting blocked there.
The rocks are quite annoying. Although they do have Quake. He does have Quake to get rid of them.
And another 5 rupees.
Yeah, so the left side of Swamp has 2 items. Zappa will more likely check that because he needs to find Ether. But with the boots found, the traffic cone appears.
Yeah, he bonks into the cone.
I'm sorry, folks. This is becoming a running gag at this point. Xirtanul is double dipping into Turtle Rock, going to realize his gamble just paid off in the worst way possible. He might get...
I really hope he will go to the laser bridge.
Yeah, he has to go to Laser Bridge because that is where his flute is.
If he just goes to the big chest and grabs the flute and yeah, goes out again, oh my god.
So here we go. We're checking the left side. No flooding the key here because we already have it. Make sure to turn the switch off. And let's see if this pays off for him. Meanwhile, Xirtanul is moving closer and closer to the flute.
And the first chest is...
Was mushroom checked? There it is! Ether and Swamp, we are in go mode officially. At 1 hour 36 minutes. And Xirtanul's finding the flute in Turtle Rock. So, quick lowdown on what the seed expected them to do. They wanted them to fight Aghanims to reach this darkness to find the flippers. They also want expect them to go to Catfish to get their hammer from Desert Palace. The hook shot, I don't know where that was. It was still relatively early on.
That was pretty early on.
But then the last item, the coup de grace, the mirror they needed to get the boots as well as Ether. That was in Turtle Rock. So once again, don't. This is the prime example of do not discredit pendant dungeons. Xirtanul is about to see that mirror and realize, oh crap. At this point, I'm going to say right now, this is Zaphod's race to lose. Xirtanul would need a miracle to come back at this point.
Yeah, he has also to do no, ice or
Yeah, he has to still go through the rest of Icewind, which Zaphod full cleared on his first visit, having checked Desert first. Zaphod does need to still kill the Armos Knights, but that'll be quick enough because he has the mirror here at Palace of Darkness. And then he just has to go to Mire.
Yeah, and having boots and silvers, that speeds up a ton of time.
And the cone again. Meanwhile, Swag just in the chat as Xirtanul gets his flute online. And be free, bird. Enjoying the rest of your kin. Okay.
He was spamming the Y button. Come on, Doc. Carry me away.
And Xirtanul will get the realization that he is not in Gomo just yet. Don't pay attention to that number too much there, Carissa. I think it's related to how our restreamer is grabbing these feeds. And Xirtanul has found his silver arrows. He'll be glad he doesn't have to do silverless this time around. Meanwhile, Zaphod has those silvers equipped that will most likely put him right in the jewel. Yep, right in the jewel.
That was the production number of the cone.
Yes. So now Zaphod will most likely mirror into fighting the Armos Knights and then flute to defeat Vitreous. And I forget, where was the Cane of Brian again?
Tower of Hera.
And yeah. I just looked down at Zaphod's. Oh, the basement, right? Lyra, he has to do both sides. Because he does have to kill the, he does have to kill Argus for his, crystal.
Sarkot is finishing up Eastern Palace with ease, while
Yeah.
Xirtanul tries to catch up with items. He will grab soon his boots, so he will be happy to have them.
Yeah.
And hopefully he goes left side first, so he can make up some time, at least.
Yeah, but it's not gonna matter too much with Meyer being the only remaining dungeon that Zavit has to do, and Xirtanul having to still dip all the way down into Ice Palace. That is where it all spun out of control, not checking Catfish, which led to the hammer. And he went straight to Ice Palace. And yeah, he did just have the case Mario.
I think he was even first into Turtle Rock, but he decided to go out right away. So that was his.
Yeah, he
mistake,
found the
actually.
bow and left immediately. That's the thing. So yeah, Zafat is now going to enter Misery Mire, and wow, I just realized something.
Yes.
We had vanilla pendants or vanilla medallion requirements. And are we gonna see a bird toss or a bird smash? Bird toss, there we go.
What would be actually funny if Xirtanul forgot about to do Ice Palace.
I would hope not.
I hope so not.
And it looks like, unfortunately, that he went straight to the backside, so he will have to go left side and get his items. Now the question is, how long is this mire going to be?
First item.
Yeah. Ideally, I would like to see. Zappa wants to see the big key in this chest right here. And he gets it! A fast misery mire indeed. And Argus goes down to a silver arrow. And Xirtanul, will he go back in the dungeon?
I think he will.
And there he goes, he's going back in.
So it's just a matter of time.
Once he finds his Ether Medallion, he knows he's in go mode. And actually, he didn't even need to check Meyer to realize he would be in go mode because he had all 3 medallions. Anyway, there's Vitreous. Nice, zero cycle. I think this is zero cycle? I don't know. Anyway, the eyeballs are down.
Yeah, if he doesn't show up and shoots the lightning, then that's zero cycle.
Alright. But speaking of numbers, it's time for the Ganon Tower Big Key guessing game. I'll let you explain it, Dustin.
We are guessing from 1 to 22 chests which place, and it's not only chests, but which place is gonna hold the big key for going up the tower. So make your guess from 1 to 22.
Or if you got another location in mind, tell us that as well. I'm gonna go with my personal favorite choice, the compass chest. The one that spawns the holes on the right side. What about you, Dustin?
I go again with render room.
Random room. So my guess is 6 going right, 21 going left. It'll be that last chest you check if you go all full left. Which corner of random room we need specifics?
You get specifics. Top right.
The top right chest. All right. I mean, the compass chest is obvious enough. It's the one that spawns the pets. It's the top left chest of that room on the right side. And Xirtanul has achieved Go mode. But with 2 dungeons to clear, one of them being on the longer side because it's Ice Palace, he's got a large deficit to go. Ladies and gentlemen, this might be too early to call, but I'm going to say it anyway. We might have a game for 3 for you tomorrow. First chest is bombs, and the second...
Another time bombs. Just getting blueberries.
Those are 3 bomb packs, but yeah. And a small key on the torch. Well, bye, Bob. You're done. That was, for those keeping track, that was item location number 3. And here we go for 4, 5, 6, and 7 here in the Stalfos room. 4 is the piece of heart. 5 is the big key. So for those of you guys 5, congratulations. We're not keeping track of it over here, but let's see. What can we give?
I see no one in chat guessed 5.
No one can chat guess 5? No one? Wow. Meanwhile, Xirtanul was in my favorite room, the penguin bowling room. Got a spare. That's about average. Getting a strike in that room is kind of hard.
Oh, Safford deciding to fall there so he can run through the balls.
Yeah, smart play. So, yeah, this is strongly looking like a game 3, and Saffod's wisely using Ether on these Stalfos. It instantly kills them. That's a strat I don't see used that often. It does save a little bit of time.
He doesn't want to deal with any trolling with what the stealthers do sometimes.
Yeah.
It can be really annoying.
Yeah, the interesting thing about the Zax and the Stalfos is they share the same AI. It's just that one has the ability to dodge and the other one doesn't. They walk for a set path, turn their head, and then start moving in that direction. Kind of a little interesting thing. So here we go. Here is the Lambo 2 fight as Ice Palace falls to Xirtanul.
Okay, that's 3 cycle.
So yeah, this all started because Zaphod checked Desert first after getting the Book of Medora, whereas Xirtanul went straight into Ice.
He still got the bird toss.
Yeah, let's see if we did get a bird toss. And this is just went downhill from here in terms of Xirtanul, having to make gambles he shouldn't have made. His biggest time loss, though, I believe, was at either Ice Palace or Turtle Rock, because Ice Palace, he, again, did not have the hammer and could not finish the dungeon, whereas Zaphod did, and that's where he started pulling ahead. Then Xirtanul went into Turtle Rock, got the bow, and just left. Zaphod went onwards and found both the flute and the mirror. And that is where his giant lead has come from. And unfortunately, without any powder, cannot get healed here before the Trolldorn 2 fight. Going with a slash and a spin, it looks like. And are we going to have the kill against Moldorn validated? That's actually a really good... That's actually a good validation prize, if I may be honest. Because if he was running low on ammunition for Ganon, that just gave him all the arrows he needed.
Yep.
And here we go, the Aga 2 fight for Zaphod Beetlebrox the 4th. And this is an interesting pattern that he's getting.
Gets a double.
Yeah, double hit. Oh, but blue balled, so his shot deflected. Gets a single there. And gets a triple at the end.
Nice.
Nice. And with Aghanim 2 down, it's now time to fight the pig. And I just realized that pattern that Zaphod got spelled out 2013. I don't know why I find that interesting. I just do. Anyway, what does Aghanim want to say? And he's giving grain facts again. So, getting the cape. Here, he has to be a little bit careful with his health. And he's on phase 2. Meanwhile, Xirtanul has defeated Vitreous and is heading up to Ganon's tower, but it's gonna be too little too late. The Trident is gone, and he's in phase 3. Drinking the potion, just getting all his health back right now. And this is Zaphod's race to lose. Zaphod will stay alive in this tournament. Xirtanul could win this, but it is a incredibly long shot. We were talking like maybe 10 falls to Ganon. And that's not happening as the pig has been slain. Zaphod Breeder X has defeated Ganon. We will have a finish time shortly as he after he walks through that door. And there we go. We now have an official SRL time for first place of 1 hour, 57 minutes, and 46 seconds. GG to Zaphod Beetlebrox IV. He has stayed alive in this best of 3. And he will be moving on to a third tiebreaker game against Xirtanul. GG to both these runners. And we shall see if he's going to do an interview. Not sure if he has a mic or not. So a game 3 has been forced. And unfortunately, we will not be getting an interview from Zaphod. He does not have a microphone set up. So once again, the gambles that Xirtanul made did not pay out in the slightest. Matter of fact, that actually killed him, I'd say. He lost way too much time on his gambles.
Yeah, I think the crucial part was the ice play when he
went in there without the hammer, yeah.
Yeah, and had to take Death War going back in and didn't find anything. And at this point, he thought, okay, I need to take gambles, and that's why he left Turtle Rock early.
I'm
Otherwise,
liking this
he would have finished it.
I'm liking this Fire Rod quote: "Rage Rod for sale."
But it's nice, we get a game 3.
Yeah, we get a game 3 for you, and that will be tomorrow at the same time. 2 in the morning. And seeing as we don't have anyone to interview at this time, I might as well read off the schedule and see what we got coming for you up in the near future. So on secondary tournament, wow. We don't have any matches scheduled for the afternoon of today. So yeah, tomorrow the next match on the secondary tournament is Xirtanul and Zaphod's race 3. But later on in that day, at 5 p.m. will be Dude versus Lou Dolphin. And they're actually going to do their races back to back. Oh no, wait. I'm reading this wrong. They're doing it on the 9th. 8th and 9th at 5 p.m. My bad. Meanwhile, on the main schedule, we've got a ton of races for you on the main tournament. We have game 1 and 2 of El Magus versus the 2016 champion AJ Neb. That is at 9 a.m. and 11 a.m. respectively. After that, 3 p.m. Farain versus Gyardo. And then Amazing Adam Ferraz versus TGH at 8 and 10. And also at 10, we'll have Prier and JSR going at it. Those are all on Speed Gaming series and network. So tune in there. Finally, we also have Mr. Barry Bonds and Kyong92. Their channel has yet to be decided. All those matches, and their match will be at 11. So a ton of main tournament matches. Some of the best runners of the Link to the Past Randomizer going at it, including the champion of the 2016 tournament. So, stay tuned, folks. You guys got a lot of matches coming up. Oh boy, those are some really hot matches. Holy crap. And I also want to point out that we are actually hosting daily races now over at Speed Gaming here. Coming up today at 2 p.m. we will have our open race. And then at 8 p.m. we will have an open Triforce hunt on hard. And at 11 we will have our Key Sanity race. These are open to the public and you are all free to join, provided you are in the IRC for it. So yeah, look forward to all those matches and more coming up in the days to come. And we see that Zaffa Brito is in the chat. GG to you, sir. As you can see, Xirtanul is approaching Moldorm 2. And I just want to give you a quick breakdown of what happened here. When you went to check Desert, he went to check Ice. And that's what started your advantage there. He then also went to Turtle Rock before you, but he did not go all the way in. He left as soon as he got it. Kicking some blocks of Samaria. And yeah, he did not find those items until much later. So, unfortunately for him, he made some gambles that didn't pay out, and that's what gave you your win here. I'm just going to ask you, seeing as you are in the chat, are you excited for Game 3?
Bugnet struts, yeah. If you love the reaction of Xirtanul, then make sure to give him a follow, and also Safford. He's a great runner as well.
Yeah, follow these runners, folks. They deserve it. This has been an amazing series, and it's only going to get better. As we get the cone again. And yes,
yeah.
that's been happening a lot on your feeds. I don't know why.
Maybe that's some sort of cheat we don't know about. The cone cheat.
But yeah, Xirtanul has slain Aghanim 2. Moving on. OBS goes down every time that happens? Wow. That's interesting.
Wow, okay.
For about 10 seconds or so. So that's him losing his connection apparently to OBS. All right. That makes sense. That was happening yesterday too, so
So if you want to see more cone, then you have to come back tomorrow. So you will get
wow, gold beast strats on Ganon.
Yeah, beast strats. I'm kinda disappointed he didn't grab more. He has a Bugnet.
Yeah.
He could have gone out of his way.
You could have bought them, I think, also at the Red Fire Shield shop. But they're kind of expensive over there, if I recall right.
He has the money. And it's lagging so much. But there's always more lag if he pulls out Kane.
Yeah, once again, folks, I'd like to give a shout out here to my co-commentator Dustin for sticking around here. Sabatender, our tracker, did a great job, and Huge 24 Breaker keeping the stream going as he does as our restreamer.
And shoutouts to you to help me out, since I was yeah, for the first 20 minutes alone.
Yeah, I jumped in here as a replacement for Sir Laugh-A-Lot, who had some troubles.
Yeah, unfortunately he had some I think, update troubles, computer troubles, if we recall correctly. So, thanks for helping me out.
Yeah, no problem, man. And Xirtanul has slain the pig. We'll see about getting him in here for an interview in just a little bit here. But yes, he has finished with an official SRL time of 2 hours, 7 minutes, and 38 seconds. And he has left a comment there. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to read that. Oops, I am talking in the wrong chat here. All right, looks like Xirtanul will be joining us for an interview here. Oop. And well, good effort there, Xirtanul. It's gonna be a game 3. How excited are you about that? First and foremost.
Well, if the seeds are anything close in the last 2, then I think we're up for a pedestal Aghanim required triple dip pod with extremely well T-Rock troll or something.
In other words, the super troll.
Yeah, I mean, basically I gave this seed a troll out of 10.
Yeah, unfortunately the gambles you made did not pay out.
I'm expecting that he did everything in T-Rock on the first go.
Yes, he did. And also, he checked Desert before going into Ice Palace. And found his hammer.
Yeah, after Aga, he went right away to Catfish and grabbed the book there. That gave him access to Desert, which he checked right away.
No, he didn't check it right away. He also went to the Pilot.
Yeah, I probably would have done the same though. I mean, but yeah, since I went part first, I found flippers, and I was like, well, Ice Palace is on sequence now, and literally everything that went right there could have gone right. I mean, I got all 3 items extremely early.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it didn't work out here. But hey, at least it wasn't the all bosses.
No, I mean, I was actually wondering as soon as I went into Swell, I got my flute, I went into my area, and I was like, of course it's Ether. And then I got the Swamp, I was like, finding the boots, and then I was like, well, I think it's going to be a pedestal seed as well. I mean, this seed just deserves that.
Yeah, unfortunately, it was a forced Aga due to needing to go to the east side of Dark World, which not exactly the funnest one to get, I'll admit.
Well, it is very unique. I mean, I haven't had an Aga in like 50 minutes plus or something, so...
Yeah. You had access to Aghanim for a while.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, the seed just kept on giving me items and stuff and everything, so I could just continue into Light World and, well, / Dark World, but I just didn't get that hammer yet.
Yeah. So you guys will be having your game 3 tomorrow at 2 a.m.
Indeed.
Ugh. I mean, I chose to commentate here at the to cover First or Laugh here, so I was not meant to be here, but I was glad to watch all the same. You guys put on one heck of a race.
So, who's going to give us the seed tomorrow? Is it going to be Willard, so we'll have like a triple troll in a row, or?
I don't even know who gave you your seat tonight.
I think it was well, the lovely Mr. Hiei that's in chat right now.
Ah,
just gasping at all the glory of the seed he gave us.
I will ask him if I can create one.
I don't know. My seed seemed to love trolling me with Pendant Ice. When you expect to go there, there's nothing. When you don't expect to go there, there's items.
Yeah, I mean, the funny part was that the Zephon, I think at the start of the run, he even said, like, well, it's probably going to be another bow and 2-rock. And then I went 2-rock, I was like, oh, wait, I found a bow, let's just save quick, because, like, I could clear 2 dungeons out at that point. And I cleared everything else I could, and then I was like, oh, come on, there's not more in 2-rock. Then I found Flute, and I was like, let's just full clear it, because there's probably more in here.
And then you found the mirror.
Yeah.
So yeah, this was not a good seed, unfortunately.
I think I pretty much 100%ed the seed, apart from, well, maybe Meyer, because we had a God Meyer again.
Yeah, that's the Godmire I think of, is just having it all everything you need in one room.
I think that was just the seed saying, well, I'm sorry for everything that happened in the past 2 hours. Here you go, have a free Meyer.
I mean, it could have been worse. It could have been, you know, Tower Room again.
Oh, don't even start about that.
But yeah, GG's to you, Xirtanul, and as well as to you, Zaphod, I see who was in the chat earlier. You both will be battling it out for one more time for your tournament lives here. For all the marbles, tomorrow night at 2 a.m. So yeah, once again, give these guys a follow. They deserve it.
And thank you guys for commentating again and restreaming and tracking. I think we have the exact same team as yesterday, right?
Yeah. I was not, again, I was not scheduled to, I did not want to be on this because I was planning to do something else, but I decided to pinch hit. So, yeah. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be done here. So, from Samatender and Food24 Baker, I've been Wolflink0370, and with my co-commentator Dustin. We just see you all next time, and thanks for watching. Later, folks.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night or morning, wherever you are.